Forgiveness helps with peace of mind. Chapter 1. As humans, we could forgive sometimes. Forgiveness, the true test of love. Even if he wrongs you 7 times a day and each time turns again and asks forgiveness, forgive him. Luke 17:4. The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. Mahatma Gandhi. Love is an act of endless forgiveness, a tender look which becomes a habit. Peter Ustinov. When somebody crosses you, true love is forgetting about it and moving on. Forgiveness is letting what was be gone, what will be, come, what is now, be. Forgiveness is the toughest of all, especially after a flagrant indiscretion, but it may be the only way to save an otherwise doomed relationship. Good to forgive, best to forget. One time, because of lack of money, I had to live with someone for a while who turned out to be this really nasty person who kept disrespecting me over and over again. Even though I was not in an economic position to be on my own, everybody still has an inherent level of worth as a human being that no other human being is righteously allowed to cross if they are decent people. Did I ever learn a lot about forgiveness in those few months? It saved me from killing her and scattering her ashes all over hell. It can be the hardest thing in the world to do when someone disrespects you, takes liberties with you, is blatantly rude to you, or violates something about you. If you want to stay in the relationship, you have no choice but to forgive them. In my case, in this situation, I had to forgive this person constantly in my own mind in order to stay sane and not do something violent. My other option was to leave, which I did after a few months, but if you're married, it's not that easy. I think that everybody knows what the line of disrespect is. Sometimes mix-ups do happen, there is misinterpretation and people inadvertently do things to hurt or disrespect others, but I don't think most people are as stupid as they pretend to be. They know when they're being callous and do it anyway. I think forgiveness is the hardest thing in the world to do because it goes against your primal nature to destroy this other person. The entire Christian edict is based on this. Thank God for this, because if we didn't have it, we'd be hacking each other to pieces even more than we are now. I saw a TV show about these natives in New Guinea. Some other natives moved into the area. This tribe felt they disrespected them, so they killed them and ate them. They told the white guy there and his camera crew not to worry. They only killed people who deserved it. This is man's true nature. We are not necessarily evil, although some of us are, but when someone crosses the line with us, forgiveness is the last thing on our minds. Revenge is the first, which is why forgiveness is so hard. It's not about our actions. It's about other people pushing our buttons. Some older dude told me one time that time and patience heals everything. At the time, I thought he was a wimp, but have since realized that time heals most things except for when those thoughts come up, which is why I try to eliminate all negative thoughts of the past. It's not worth it to keep getting angry over and over again. Can you love your love when she doesn't love you and nobody loves her because she's being nasty? That's the biggest test of all. Too many people are quick to bail out when the going gets tough, but the toughest lovers know their love is still worthy inside and ride out the storm. Grace means absolute love, a forgiveness of all sins before they're even committed, which is unconditional love, which is how soulmates love each other, with infinite grace. One of the few places you find unconditional love is through the religions and mythologies of the world. God the Father loves his people no matter what. The Father took the prodigal son back after his wild ride that led to self-destruction. Forgive not 7 times, nor 7 times 7, but 7 times 7 times 7. How do you mend a broken heart? You mend it slowly and patiently with love, forgiveness, self-acceptance, and acceptance of your partner, warts and all, as long as he or she are not abusive, just a regular human being with the regular foibles of being human. You gotta give a little bit and forgive and forget when the crap hits. Love is the result of thinking good thoughts about the person. Even when you feel negative, if you continue to think good thoughts, they will translate into good feelings and then action. Think good thoughts through thick and thin. A foundation is built on trust and honesty. Happy couples forgive and ask for forgiveness when required. After you break up with someone and it's for some reason like they dumped you for someone else, for your own sanity, it's best to forgive them and let them go, even if just in your own mind, rather than constantly being angry stewing about how they betrayed you. To me, every day is a new day. I try to get my dose of life out of inspiration, hedonism, and love every day. Whatever happened yesterday is gone. I forgive and forget all the bad people and bad things that ever happened to me. As a matter of fact, every morning when I wake up, I don't think about anything from my past. I just think about me and what I have to do right then to keep myself feeling strong and vital. It's the only way you will get through life relatively unscathed. Don't give control of your life to the people who wronged you, who you now hate. Forget about them. Focus on your life, not on how much you hate them. Some people want to punish ex-loves by telling them how much they hurt them. I say, why bother? They won't really care. They'll just play along. Forgive them all in your own mind, forget them all and focus on living a happy life for yourself. Read the Bible and go to a few sermons to calm you down. Whenever somebody gets me angry, I watch Christian TV for a while to calm me down and get my proper perspective back. The unforgivable moment. The unforgivable moment is one person saying or doing something so nasty that the other person will never forgive them for it, even if they stay together. That one act is so mean that they never forget it. To my way of thinking, if someone does this to you once, there is something deeply wrong with your relationship. It is not loving. They will do it again and again if you stay. I'm so absolutist when it comes to people that I believe, with supposed loved ones, there is no middle ground, but of course I'm wrong. In real life, people in relationships go through circles of like, love, indifference, don't like and hate all the time. They hate their spouse, then a week later, they like them again. You have to in order to live with each other. I went through this with siblings and parents while growing up, then did it for a while in relationships, and if you have kids, even when they cross the unforgivable moment by insulting you time and time again, you are still supposed to take them back and love them. This is the way we are taught and this is the Christian edict, but I'm more basic than this, simply for my own sanity and peace of mind as an individual. I believe that someone either loves you or they don't. There is really no middle ground. And if you don't love them, you could either be indifferent to them or hate them. It doesn't really matter which, in the sense that the fact is that you don't love them. Mean-spiritedness is the standard of hate. If someone goes beyond the line of neutrality and indifference to disrespect, insults, sarcasm, contemptuous looks, snickers, the silent treatment, etc., to my way of thinking, they have crossed the line. They are unhealthy to be around, so do the logical thing, leave them even if it is your spouse. It's easy to pick up on mean-spiritedness by the little things they do. It might be them, that they are generally miserable people with a problem and stress in their own lives which they are taking out on you, but that's not a good enough excuse and does not justify bad behavior. I say, if they're like that, why bother being with them or being a friend? Somebody just has to insult me one time where I feel they're attacking me personally for one reason or another, either because of their own ego problems or they have something against me like jealousy, or they just decide to hate me because I'm too different from them and can't be controlled by anybody. To me, they have crossed the line. To my way of thinking, they are not with me, so they must be against me and I don't want them around. This is where I differ from most people. I have been in relationships where I felt I was disrespected time and time again. I stayed in one for about 3 months longer than I should have because of economic instability, but I got out as soon as I could. There are a lot of people out there in these types of relationships that never get out. They take this violation of the unforgivable moment over and over again. I say, don't do it. You're worth more than that. When somebody crosses that line, they're saying that they hate you in an insulting way. Why be around someone like that? It's always best to use restraint than to spew off too much at your lover, regardless of what they might have done to you and what anger you're feeling in the moment. Bite your tongue. Cool off for a minute before you speak. You can always leave the relationship. Forgiving websites. forgiveness-institute.org. Forgivenessweb.com. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/forgiveness Forgive.org. Forgiveness.truden.com. Forgivenessday.org. Forgivenessweb.com. Islamworld.net/pos7.html. Jesus1.com/toheaven/poetry/forgiveness.htm. jmahoney.com/forgiveness.html. learningtoforgive.com. godrealized.org/forgiveness.html. maryhayesgreco.com/forgiveness/forgive.asp. radicalforgiveness.com. sandywhitehead.com/forgive.htm. thepowerofforgiveness.com. theroatofforgiveness.com.